It's Power to Truth with me on JJ Tabane. We continue with our fireside chat with the former Chief Justice. Almost 1 million people now have died in our country on the pandemic. We need solutions about how to fight this, right? And government at its highest level, and not too much, or rather in consultation with civil society partners, etc., even some of the churches and so on, have trumped this vaccination message, right? That's why I want you to put me at ease to say, your approach to vaccination, right, does it have a religious connotation to it? In other words, people of faith need to worry about how they are relating with it, not just as a pure, straightforward medical thing, but as something that it may be at odds with their religion.
No, it's two-dimensional. I believe in the protection of the Almighty God, whether it's against crime or anything else. I believe that he's well able to protect me and those who believe in him.
Yeah.
But also, we're not getting all the information on vaccination. It's one-sided. I mean, when this coronavirus thing started, JJ, the truth of the matter is, and that's partly why I stopped watching the news. You open TV, corona, almost as if we must fear now. We must be terrified and hunt down for the vaccination. You never saw any professor, any doctor allowed to express another viewpoint. And now, when you start getting information from the U.S., I was phoned by somebody, for instance, who has launched a big case against the coronavirus issues and vaccination from Germany, who says they have either the former deputy CEO or the deputy president of Pfizer, the company, one of the companies that manufacture vaccines. You must get in touch with that, you must get hold of the information and see what somebody who was in the cooking pot of this thing was saying. And two, she was asked, because it's a woman, that woman, she was asked, do you think the president of your company has taken this thing? He says, I doubt if he would ever take that thing. In fact, some officials protested against being vaccinated themselves. Maybe she's lying. Put all the information on the table. Don't just tell us about death without ever telling us about the deaths of those who died as a result of vaccination. Is it a lie? I asked the question at one of the meetings that I addressed. I got information, for instance, that one woman in Tabane, in Mafike, strong, healthy, went to be vaccinated. When she came back, she was sick in 2 days. In Abegema, 2 weeks, she was dead. No, let me finish. Let me finish. Another advocate, I have his picture. He went to be vaccinated. When he came back, he was destroying his property in his house, and in two weeks' time, he was dead. What you need, bring both sides of the story. Don't act as if you want
But you said you stopped watching the news.
No.
There's been many debates like
people
this.
send the things to me. JJ, have you ever hosted both sides of the story from scientists?
No, absolutely.
Really?
I had the Reverend Bishop was here. There were people.
He's not a scientist. I'm talking about scientists.
But across civil society, not just scientists are debating this thing. Churches, for example, you just said to me, you mingled with hundreds of people. Do you know how many churches had to be closed in this period because the churches themselves, look at the SEC that gathers millions of people, stop gathering those people because of fear of infection. Surely that was a good approach.
Absolutely.
That church took.
Absolutely.
And not to be so irresponsible just to say, forget about it, just gather, nevertheless.
That was the right thing to do. Because
why was the right thing to do?
It was the
if
right,
there's no problem
no,
with vaccination.
I never said there was no problem. I'm saying, don't put words into my mouth. I say, let there be a free flow of information regarding coronavirus and vaccination. Don't come with intimidatory tactics. Don't attack people as if you are afraid of something that may come out. There have been many voices all over the world. Call those people via Zoom to participate in your program so that they can be criticized. But when the clips keep disappearing like this, you are raising unnecessary suspicion if your cause is clean. That is the point.
Before we get off this particular subject, what's your final word on vaccination vis-a-vis religion? Is your passion around this vaccination approach, right, informed by your religious views or not?
No. There is no free flow of information on the other side of the coin. Just bring all the information to the table so that we can fully appreciate the lies, if there are lies, against vaccination and the origin of coronavirus. Yes. Give us both sides of the story, not just one side. Don't act as if you want to instill fear in us. You want to secure desperation in us for vaccination. Don't. This is a very serious matter.
Every vaccination and every medication, you would agree with me, have side effects, right? The examples that you have given, would you agree, or at least concede this, that those are anecdotal?
No.
Given the scale of vaccination that has happened. 40% of the other population being vaccinated. Surely if this thing was so dangerous, and we have now been, it's almost a year and a half into vaccination, people will be dying like flies.
What do you know about this science? You are pretending to be a scientist. You are just like me. You are acting on what you were told, and you swallowed it just like that. Now you are acting like some doctor of medicine. You know nothing about this thing. You are not an authority. I'm saying let's bring those in the know. Scientists on both sides.
Are you saying to me the Ministerial Advisory Committee that constitutes of scientists, right? That gives government and the Coronavirus Command Council advice, both at national and provincial levels. Those people are so mistaken. I want you to just take me into a confidence about why you'd be so suspicious of, because you are saying bring scientists. The reality is government has gathered those scientists as advisory committee. They're not just plugging the approach to this thing from the air.
You are not hearing me. Bring even those that are critical of the coronavirus issue itself and the vaccination. Don't just ministerial, even those that are saying there's something fishy here. Bring them here. Let them be exposed for the liars that they are believed to be. Not you. You know nothing.
So, please be frank with me.
Yes, I'm being frank.
The government, right, and you and I must talk about this now. To say, are you saying this government, right, in its approach over the last 2 years to deal with the coronavirus through linkages and networks with the World Health Organization and so on, none of it, right, must be believed, right, even though it is based on advice they get from the scientists you are talking about?
You know, JJ, you are speaking like somebody who is desperate to push a narrative. I'm saying to you, you and I are not scientists. We've heard one side of the story from that team that the president has gathered, but there are other voices.
No, but they were dissenting voices. But they were dissenting voices even in that committee.
We are in a conversation here. Let me also speak. There are other voices out there. Let's hear them. Let the clips not disappear as readily as they do, because we have those clips. That's what caused us to say, what's going on here? Doctors are presenting before the Senate in America on this issue. Others are saying, but there is a better medication, ivermectin. It is proved and tested. Let it flow freely. Let's hear these people, because you and I know nothing. Even the president is not a scientist. He has got his scientists. Let's bring those that could cause people to be suspicious of the good thing that he's doing. Let's hear their voices. Don't muzzle them.
What is your, we don't muzzle on this show. You can be sure, talk freely. What is your view about vaccine apartheid? There's been a lot of discussion about the fact that Western countries were hoarding the vaccines because
I've got no view. I don't know what happened. I hear what people are saying. I don't know what happened. I've got no view on that. All I know is that the levels of vaccinations in Africa are far lower
than the rest of the world.
Yes, far lower than those that are vaccinated. That is the thing. Why? Somebody released a clip and said, you know, it's strange. Some European person. It's strange that Africa, the level of vaccination is very low. And the level of infection is also comparatively very low. What does that mean? Bring the scientists on both sides of the horizon. Let's hear them.
Okay.
Not this push and intimidatory approach and the noises. I can tell you now, you see the views I've expressed. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not reported to the JCC. They will do anything to silence your free expression of your views.
Yeah. Okay, so finally, just in terms of going forward now, there's a lot of people who are saying stop the disaster management. That everybody must just really be free. You have just quoted what happened in the UK where they're saying throw away the mask and so on. Would your view that we need to go back to the drawing board, right? I heard you about bringing the debates, and I think that's fair comment, right? But would you be able to say go back to the drawing board? Is it as the elder of this nation, we must go back to the drawing board about how to fight this corona, because the reality is 1 million people have died in this country.
Yes, I don't know how many people have died of coronavirus.
We're approaching 1 million.
No, I honestly don't. I honestly don't. All I can say is this seems to be a very serious situation, as a result of which many people have lost their jobs.
Yes.
Many businesses have gone down, and people are not able to catch up with their payments. It's a matter so serious that it requires a definitive answer. And the way to get to the bottom of this, and maybe we must all be vaccinated, but the way to get people to that point is to free the flow of information.
Yeah.
The media
so people can make up their own minds.
They must appreciate what the solution is. Even the issue about ivermectin or any other alternative medicine that people think is out there. Bring people to the table and say once and for all, we want to deal with this thing. This is not something for ideological differences. It is a life-threatening situation, because when people don't have what to eat, when there is a risk of people dying, you need a solution there, a clear solution. So don't just do what others do. Be satisfied that it is what is in the best interest of the nation.
After the break, I want to tackle another issue that was of controversy that you raised very pointedly at the Nelson Mandela lecture that you gave, judicial capture. Right? A lot of people wouldn't expect the Chief Justice to put it so blatantly, that there are people who are attempting to capture what many would consider as the last line of defense for our Constitution. So after the break, we talk about that. We're talking to former Chief Justice Mogoeng, a fireside chat that's fiery, as you can see. After the break, we ask him, what on earth did he mean? There are those who want to capture the judiciary. Stay tuned for more conversation.